Hello, viewers. I'm SB,
And I'm Amabel.
and welcome back to Steam Next Fest demo time, where today we're checking out the other strange scaffold game in Next Fest, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tactical Takedown, which is a lot of T's. This is a turn-based Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. That's what I know about it. That's an interesting choice. I'm very curious to see where exactly they're going with this. So let's just jump right into chapter 1. Hey, would you believe they're shell-shocked? Amabel, have you ever heard of such a thing? What original conceptual work being done here? The brothers are separated as the Foot's attack throws their world into chaos. Yeah, we should probably tutorial. So I'm a big fan of the Ninja Turtles and have been. Oh, we're doing like miniature style. That's charming. Master Shredder always made it seem like breaking into the lair of those shell-brained kids was impossible. Are they kids? Are we calling them kids now? Well, I suppose we proved him wrong. All that we proved is your collective ability to follow orders. This is not a character I'm familiar with. So one thing that I do not know is whether this is in continuity with any of the like Ninja Turtles stuff of the past 15 years. I'm like way out of touch on what they're doing with Turtles. The last time I was paying attention was that cartoon that was on when we were kids.
Okay, and I think they are kids because,
But they're
they're
Turtles
teenage.
don't
Because, yeah, but teenagers are still kids. Like,
Sure,
the turtle's brain
sorta.
does not stop developing until they're 25.
Okay, all right. How did the Foot get in here? Donnie has gadgets all over the place that are supposed to catch this kind of thing. I should not be trying to do a Michelangelo impression. Now secure the perimeter. I have a call to make to our technological advisor. It's Baxter. Of course it's Baxter. That's a character I'm familiar with. Although that's a different presentation for him. That's interesting.
No, that's comics accurate Baxter.
Okay.
So, like the original Baxter Stockman from the comics looked quite different than what they did in the cartoon.
Okay, yeah, the cartoon's like really the only thing I'm familiar with. The cartoon from when we were kids, the 90s cartoon. What's your status, Karai? Master, Karai, to you. I'm giving you the honor of a thanks. With your technology, getting past the Turtles' defenses was inconsequential. Well, of course it was. That's the stock gen guarantee. Did you find anything yet? No, I suspect that what we're looking for isn't going to reveal itself immediately. We really can't afford delays, Master Karai. Please find what you're looking for as soon as you can. I should have put some stank on that. He definitely said the, like, Master Karai, right?
Yeah.
I'll find it sooner. Soldiers! I'll begin my search in their inner sanctum. You two take a squad and clear the rooms one by one. It will be done. Am I the only one kind of glad that she's gone? Yo, dudes, whatever you're looking for, you're not going to find it without going through me. It's a lot of text for a Ninja Turtles game. Okay, so, drop in. Just move to a space. How about this space?
Yeah.
Okay, actions let you move around and raise shell. Because we never stop with this. So jump toward that menacing foot soldier with the jump action. I would love to do that. And then you can use multiple actions per turn. Let's take care of that foot soldier. Select Nunchaku Rush from the available actions in the HUD. Most actions cost action points. You have 6 to spend. Plan turns wisely. Once you're out of action points, press the end turn button. Okay. So this costs 1. And on KO, move to the target space. Okay, so we have to fire it a couple of times. And we just have our moves, and we don't like expend these when we do them. Okay. Those gnarly foot soldiers have reinforcements. Knock them out using actions. That's the best way to do it. If you want more info on how those actions work, they're at the bottom of your screen in the action picker. Be careful, enemies will move and attack after you finish your turn. Okay, so what else do we have here? We have jump. We have flying foot, which costs 1, lets us move 1 and push an enemy 2. What is the meaning of like these? I guess all 3 of them are glowing in the same way. This guy's just obscured. We can perform a sick kickflip, damage and juggle an enemy that you jump over. Unfortunately, it goes exactly 2 spaces, so it's kind of awkward right now. And this, on KO, gain 1 AP. Move to a space, damage enemies that you jump over. Okay. So if I jump in here, it says power 2, as does the Nunchaku Rush. I want to make sure that we're going to, like, actually knock people out, right? Yeah, so that's not going to...
Yeah.
We can get him now, or we can... Am I allowed to hit people? Yeah, diagonal adjacency works. So the kick flip costs 1. Oh, that's right. I forgot I was going to enter that space when we did that. Okay, so we're going to gangway to here. And then we're going to end the turn, and let's see how the enemies do here. Okay, so we took 1 damage and we dodged once. It doesn't show like an obvious dodge percentage anywhere. So I'm not really sure why we dodged, but we sure did.
I would like that text box to not be obscuring parts of the grid.
Okay, you have 6 health. If your health hits 0, you lose a life. If you lose 3 lives, it's game over. We're in New York City, so chances are you can usually find a slice. Jump on top of that pizza box to restore your health. That is how we eat pizza, generally. Just fully feed first. Okay, and then we know more levels going to come in over here, I think is what the green area is trying to tell us. So we just like... Expressing that as level mutation is interesting. The playing field will change over time. You'll need to keep moving to avoid falling off the map. Watch out for new tile highlights so you know where to go next. If you're caught standing on the old tiles at the end of your turn, your turtle will fall off and you'll lose the fight. Okay, we're seeing a lot of this in these like sort of boiled down tactics games lately, right? The Metal Slug game did a version of this too. At least in the boss fights it was doing it. The camera is the best way to... Yeah, I have camera controls.
Oh, that reminds me of something that's not relevant, so I'll save it for later, like I always do.
Cool, good. I'm so glad that you brought that up. So did you see the little go thing that appeared here for a second before all those text boxes came up?
No.
I think I am sort of like picking up the vibe that they're trying to lay down here. All right, so I'm gonna gangway. Oh no, wait, I need to be 1 space closer to get a proper gangway. Here, I want to do a kickflip. Let's jump adjacent to an enemy so that we can perform a kickflip because I want to see what juggle means. Okay, so he's in this juggled state, which means he's down. Unfortunately, we don't have like mouse over.
No, I mean I have an
inspect
he's
button.
Juggled like in a fighting game.
Yes, obviously.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Cannot move or attack. Takes +1 damage from attacks. This is what I was looking for. Yes, obviously he's being juggled. What else could it possibly mean? That I made him start juggling? Amabel, come on now. So any move we did to him now would be lethal because everything does 2 damage anyway. I don't know. We'll just give him the nunchaku, and then gangway damages enemies that I jump over. So if we are not considered to pass over this guy here because the game draws the red spaces to there.
Okay.
But what I can do with a gangway is just like disengage. Can they move this far? No, they cannot. But okay, yeah, like the combination of you're constantly moving forward and enemies are constantly coming in from the thing, and you can kind of juggle people and stuff. Like, this is not just a turn-based tactics game. This is specifically a beat 'em up, right?
Okay.
That's kind of a neat idea. I don't think I've seen that before. So I'm gonna kickflip this guy just because I think it's rad to kickflip people. That's a fun idea.
Seems like there's been a number of Turtles games recently. There was that roguelite, that action game that...
yeah, the sort of like Hades styled one.
What if Turtles but Hades?
Yeah.
But, you know, less horny.
Very slightly less horny than Hades, if you can imagine. Alright, priority targets. Sometimes you need to KO specific enemies to progress in the level. When this happens, look for enemies with the red border around their base. Those are the... Okay, so that's what that means. Oh, it's one of these guys who's a different color, and so he has a weapon or whatever. I bet he thinks he's so cool. You know what he's gonna get? Kick flipped. Actually, no, we should probably just kill him, right? Like... Okay, and so I do gain an action point. We can gangway back to here. And then jump, allowing me to perform a kickflip. Because that way the guy's in the juggled state and he doesn't get to do stuff on his turn. I do really like knock the miniature over is very good.
Yeah, the presentation is really cute.
So we're gonna kickflip again so that I can get into this space for a gangway to here to clear that dude out. And then we may as well never stop kickflipping. The rules to every good beat 'em up. Jump in and finish that guy off. And that's like a cool sequence. We definitely need to move slightly forward. Okay, and this turn we don't actually have to defeat anybody. But we may as well. Now, of course, my biggest concern with the relatively small moveset here is that you're gonna end up having turns start to feel pretty samey, right?
Yeah, but here's the thing I'm thinking.
But they're happening very fast.
Yeah, I'm also predicting there are 4 Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
So I assume if you have 4 turtles, each with a suite of moves working together, it introduces some new stuff.
Characters can have buffs that change their stats or add special effects. Some enemies, like this elite foot soldier, start out with a buff. Okay, yeah, we already figured out how inspect mode works. So what's your deal, my man? He dodges the first attack thrown at him. Okay. See, what I'm thinking on that is that it is not entirely in keeping with the beat 'em up thing. Like, I kind of feel like it is going to be, even if we had a bunch of turtles, right? Like, everybody's kind of like gonna be doing their thing themselves, fighting the enemies that are near them, unless they put together some enemies who are considerably more difficult or some incentive for teamwork, you know?
Yeah.
All right, beating up enemies fills your assist meter. Once your assist meter is charged, you can use a powerful assist action from one of the other turtles. Okay, that's interesting. That might be the kind of thing we're talking about right there. Call in some remote help from your bros. Family's important even when you're apart. So yeah, let's see what this does. Pep talk. Recorded during better times. Gain 2 radical and 1 evasion. That's cute. So I've become extremely radical, and I don't think anyone could possibly deny that. Highly mobile party dude. Okay. Upgrades damage on all attacks, decays after every attack. And evasion, like you would imagine, yeah, next attack is dodged. Okay, so the next thing we do is going to do 1 extra damage, which means it really ought to be a gangway, right?
Yeah.
So we'll just cook that dude. And then, you know how I'm going to attempt to get down here. Kick flips, always kick flips, never stop kick flipping. I am in space here to take damage, but we can get far enough away that that's no longer a problem. Also, I would just dodge it if he did hit us. Oh! Hi, everybody. Okay, it becomes more challenging. Man, I really wish we were a little closer to that dude. Okay, let's start here. We're gonna punch this guy once, and then gangway for the extra AP. Do this, and then we can flip back over that guy. And that's something, right? Only one of them is actually in range to hit me, I think. Oh, no. Okay, 2 more. Okay. Hey, Amabel.
Yeah.
It's getting a little intense over here.
Yeah, it does seem to be that.
Party through those guys. I guess I can just go back because it's I guess this is one thing that's kind of funny about Gangway is that it does give you back, like if you can just run back and forth with it, it does just give you back the cost.
Yeah.
Okay, that's something. I'm gonna get my ass kicked now. Or I'm not, because you know, they're robots. Sometimes they explode. They're not robots though, right? If this is comics continuity, they do have fleshy hands.
Do have fleshy hands.
Enough. You're beaten, Michelangelo. You've been beaten, Michelangelo. Though I almost had you dudes, and you know it. What do you want us to do with him, Master? I'll let him stew in the shame of his defeat. We have what we came for. The Kabuto of Master Shredder. That's what you were looking for? Master, he's vulnerable and alone. This would be a trivial victory. Our technological advisor and I have plans for the turtles. Mark my words. For now, we reinforce our advantage. Do not question me again. Hey, I want a rematch. I'm not giving up my digs to you Foot Clan boneheads. Oh, you'll have your opportunity. In the meantime, I suggest you exit quickly before I change my mind about destroying you, right here and now. Foot, we take our leave. Ugh, Master Splinter would be so disappointed in me right now. Who's that ninja? Why did she want Shredder's Kabuto? And what's she doing with Stockman of all people? Donnie would know. Leo would have a battle plan. Raph would be chasing them down already. But I'm just me, and I don't even have a place to eat pizza now. I mean, there's pizzas right... Just hang out right here. It feels like they're leaving. What do we do, man? Okay, so this is the basic concept here.
Yeah.
I think this is neat. I'm curious to see how it holds your attention with the relatively low level of complexity. Like, where exactly are they going to go with it mechanically?
Yeah.
Send it out an SOS, bros. Foot ninjas just tore through the lair and... Oh, and then the turtle comm hisses. My communicator isn't working. I guess Donnie's turtle comm system went down too. Okay, think, Mikey. No idea where Donnie and Leo are, but Raph should be at his and Casey's apartment. Is that a thing? Is that a thing that's happening?
I'm not familiar with that, but yeah, maybe.
Okay, all right. Well, that's my next stop. Raph will know what to do. It's one of the turtles! Oh, you dudes are in for it now. I know how to do kickflips. There's no way a foot soldier could ever possibly. So what do we have? We just have some like garbage here? Pile of garbage. Yep. Will be destroyed when attacked. Yeah. I mean, that seems fine. Okay, so our jump has been upgraded to Ollie with 3 range. Which is on my skateboard a lot more now, which is fine. That's pretty fun. I have to give him that. And then there's not really a huge reason for us to move again. I guess I can move to we can move 1 space further forward. Without provoking an attack. Mousers. Okay, the good news about Mousers is they only have 2 HP each. Which means that a gangway is extremely good against them. Okay, we can ollie over this guy. Just to turn his brain off. Ollie to here. Gangway for a 1 point refund. There we go. And the only enemy is 2 kickflipped to get out of the danger zone. I do kind of love the idea of like the kickflip as this like ultimate unstoppable martial arts maneuver.
Yeah, that's cute.
Oh, I got stuck. I did not realize that there are spaces on the board here that are trying to tell me something. Oncoming car. Okay, so falling junk would apply stuck to anyone. And then an oncoming car deals 3 damage and knocks the target to a random tile. So okay, this is some of that complexity that I was talking about. So stuck is it for the rest of the turn, or yeah, it looks like. That's a shame. I was gonna do more gangways, as you might imagine. This is not a move action. I don't know, it looks like I can. Yeah, okay, so I can't do pure move actions. Well, I mean, I'm just standing next to the guy. I feel like we can just hang out here, right? That way this thing moves up to attack me and doesn't get out of the way of the car. Alright, that guy's trying desperately to keep up. He's not going to have a good time. I can't shorten the gangway, unfortunately.
What does what options do you have for your T-bar?
Oops, that's the wrong button. Yeah, that's a great question. I'm going to, I guess we can. So it doesn't like, it's just a button on its own. It's not really an option thing, but it is different this turn than it was last turn. Looks like it can fire just anywhere. I'm just gonna stuck this guy so he falls off the board. Take that, random nerd, and then just move to here. As close to that, as close to the mouser as we can get without taking damage. Okay. There's a lot of junk and stuff. It does, again, like with some of the spaces becoming like hazards that you have to not walk over and the oncoming traffic and stuff. If I'm right and they are going for the vibe of a beat 'em up, I think they're doing a really good job.
Yeah.
So if we ollie back to here, that gives me, oops, no, I miscounted. I'm a fool. But it does also feel like, you know, you spend a lot of turns doing the same like couple of things as you're moving forward. Getting the enemies hit by the cars is very good. That's pretty hard to beat.
Yeah. It's no pushing people out of windows, but it is pretty good.
That was I pressed the wrong button. All right, we're gonna get punched a couple of times here. Because I meant to ollie over to that dude and then do the attack, and instead I did a gangway that didn't make any sense.
You got chilled.
Oh no! I remember these things from the Turtles 2 beat 'em up. So they have 4 HP Roadkill Rodneys, they're called. Pushes the target 2 spaces on hit. Fast, hits like a truck, don't get knocked off the stage. You have 4 range. And they are the necessary to defeat enemies here. So a kickflip over you will put you into juggle, which means that kills you. And then I can hit this guy once. Gangway to here will give me back 2 action points. And I need to be pretty careful about shit. We can make you get stuck. I guess actually making this guy get stuck is better though, right? Because then the car will get him. And then I just ollie over to here. It is fun. It's a lot of fun to work with the level. That said, on a turn like this, where it's like not super, it's not super important to actually hit the enemies or anything. So just like go over to here and end turn, and hopefully they'll stay within the thing. Yeah. I figured as long as they didn't have like an obvious lateral move, there was a good chance they would stay within the lines. And they sure did. Ollie to here so that we can gangway through there. That will fill up the bar. We'll flash cannon you. I'm not allowed to use it here for whatever reason. Maybe I'm not all the way charged. It looks charged. But yeah, it won't, Oh, there's a little orange outlines. Yeah, there's a maximum range is the problem.
Okay.
And then it doesn't really make any sense for me to do anything else. The mouser's going to jump forward and not get hit by the car, sadly. All right, finally some pizza.
Pretty.
That's what I was.
Yeah.
That's what I was waiting for. Okay. So, Annabelle, what do you think of this as like a tactics kind of thing?
I think it's. I mean, it seems pretty neat. It's, you know, I do enjoy a tactics game. Like the first game that I 100%ed, like on a PC after you got me playing PC games, was Into the Breach, which is a very different approach where it's very tight micro scenarios.
Yeah.
And I could feel this, like, this is cool, but like it's a lot of turns for a scenario.
Yeah, that is certainly true.
I like the number. I like to see how the other turtles are and if and how they interact, because for me, like, the thing I like about a tactics game, board game, or a video game is like the teamwork, team moves, having different mechanical identities, and I want to see how all that
Yeah,
comes
and
together or doesn't.
the beat 'em up vibe is cool, but it's not enough to make up for that other stuff not being present.
Yeah, and maybe that stuff will be present, but
Yeah, absolutely.
I would introduce it sooner. I like, give me a second turtle already.
I didn't. I meant to kickflip there. I did not acknowledge my kickflip. That's pretty tough. That guy's hard. I can't jump to a position where I can't be attacked, but I can jump to a position where I'm only going to get attacked once. So, well, I guess actually, I have the thing here. It does not, unfortunately, prevent me from getting attacked, but I did want to do some damage to him at least. And it doesn't take very long to recharge that at all. Do we get charged when we take a hit? No, it's only when we deal damage. Okay, so... Yo, that's a lot of additional dudes.
Is a lot of additional dudes.
Am I able to gangway? No, I'm not able to gangway onto the thing here. That is unfortunate. So, if I do this, we leave this guy juggled in the path of the car. If I hit him one more time, he'll go down. And then it's like... jump over you. I can, like, once again just put myself in a position where I'm not going to get hit very much. Let the guy who needs to get beaten up get beaten up. Instead of taking everybody out. Just mitigate, and then bam! Okay, 2 more enemies who absolutely have to get dealt with. That's a little rougher. And I'll say this. It's getting challenging.
Yeah.
They're definitely stepping it up here. So we have a pretty good gangway. Into... How are we going to deal with this? The problem is if I'm here... Okay, we can Nunchaku rush this guy and then... Oh, nope, I needed to not be... With the Nunchaku rush moving me into the space of the defeated enemy, we are now going to get hit by a car and die. But I can, at the very least, flash all these dudes. And that way none of them will get out of the way of the car. We know that. Alright, that's 1 life. That's 1 life. Clumsiness. I get to pick a drop-in location. I mean... We should just finish this dude off, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to imagine that it's wrong to do that. Then... We're actually really close to filling up the bar again. Let me try gangway to the corner here. Okay, and then I want to move at least 1 space closer. I'm trying to figure out if it makes sense to engage a little bit. Like, I think I'm just going to move to here.
Mm-hmm.
Drop the stun laser right there. And then I'm not in position to take damage at all. And I don't think I do anything else. I think I just wait.
Okay.
Because the traffic will do a lot of the work. I do like the way that it doesn't just like knock people out. It hurls them violently around the battlefield. It's hard to pass up the double KO gangway for free. That feels pretty big. And then if I Nunchaku rush into this guy and gangway out to the side, I should be out of everybody's range, right? No,
yeah.
this dude is still... This dude's got... He has jumps. And unfortunately, I can't... I don't really want to get any closer to him. I don't want to get any closer to him because I'll get hit by this guy.
Right.
I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna let him come get it. Turtle soup. Never mind. We cleared the scenario. And then here's Raphael with his standard level of diction.
Whoa.
What's up?
I think he's a little too Raph.
Okay. Did you just punch that dude through a wall? That might have been a neat thing for us to see rather than be told about. I was trying to punch him through 2 walls. Must be having an off day. Do you have any idea where these foot bozos are coming from? I don't, and the turtle comm is down. We gotta regroup. We gotta find Donnie and Leo. We gotta... Listen. Splinter would want us to make sure people were safe. That comes before everything. If the turtle comm is down, Donnie probably has 3 plans to fix it. And Leo can take care of himself. So you go low and protect the city. I'll go high and look for some answers. Deal? Yeah, okay, deal. Oh, so I've never read any of the comics, but Splinter and Shredder die really early, right? Like, is it the first episode? The first issue? The way he said Splinter would want, and they were recovering Shredder's Kabuto from the Turtles' lair.
I mean, I think that's...
I think Shredder dies in the first issue. I don't really... Go ahead and look that up. Go look that up.
But I remember Shredder being around. And what is a Kabuto?
Maybe I'm a fool. Also, go look that up. It's a piece of his his gear, his setup, his outfit. But I don't know which one. Okay. I'll shake down a couple of these foot goons and we'll know what they're planning in no time. And the best place to grab them is on the rooftops, where they think they're safe. Okay, so we're getting our second turtle here. With slightly more intense music. Okay, so Raphael has jump. Side strike gets you back your AP on KO. That's interesting. It's only 1 damage though. Bring it on gains momentum and pulls an enemy to an adjacent space. Now, unfortunately, like what I would really love is to have a tooltip that explains what momentum is right off of this. Kickoff does damage and push enemy 1 space. On KO, gain radical. And Cowabunga moves to a tile, damages all adjacent enemies around there. And again, it's 1. So Raph has a lot more like single damage stuff, but he does also have the ability to become radical of his own volition. Hard to argue with. Chop, chop, chop. Okay, so I'm going to do this thing just to see what momentum does. It actually made the soldier shaken. 1 extra damage next time you take damage, and it didn't give me anything. So it seems a little confused. Alright, so we kick that dude, and now I am become radical. And then we probably just don't want to... I'll just back off so that I don't get attacked. Okay, I appreciate that the radical lasts between turns. Ooh, check that out. So, okay, let's try some stuff. Let's play around with the movement mechanics here. Does pushing enemies into other enemies deal bonus damage? Yes. There is a point of mutual knocked into damage. Very much in the style of Into the Breach. Which means that if I jump over here and perform kickoff into this obstruction, we should get another kill and thus remain radical. And then I jump to here and I side strike this guy, and that keeps me mobile. Yeah, you can definitely. I really do like the go. I think that's extremely effective in communicating the thing they're going for. Okay, so I mean, I think the best thing to do is just to move forward, right? Do this, kick you off a building because it's funny more than anything else. Jump over to here and. And then, yeah, just continue forward. So, okay, is this enough, different mechanical identity, do you think? Is this a good Raphael?
Yeah.
Boy, it really is giving them their sweet time to get off of that roof, huh? Hey, buddy, guess what? Raphael is absolutely the kind of guy who just kicks strangers off of multi-story buildings. Because that's heroism. That's what heroism looks like right there. Guess I may as well be all the way on the edge. Okay, so we have another turn here. It looks like these guys will not go through the little fence around the edge of the window washer's platform. Nope, never mind. Totally will. I was wrong. This guy's gonna bite it just because we do 2 damage due to being so radical. It does feel like once you get a sequence of flash kicks going, it is kind of hard to want to do anything else. It's a very entertaining way to fight. All right, I don't know. Mousers. Okay, that's fine. Just remain ever radical. And then, like, we can jump in, do a side strike, and then still have the AP to jump back out. Although I have sacrificed radicality to do it.
You monster.
And I'm going to take a point of damage. It's just clumsy is what it is. Good lord. Okay, well, this should be a kill, which will allow me to one-shot that guy, and then that guy. And then... kick off and kick off. Oh, that should have been a side strike, and then I could have at least hit this dude once. Well, you know, we do have our... Okay. Mikey can grant us a 3-point heal at any time. So actually, whatever, we're fine. Also, sometimes you just dodge. There's some percentage of enemy attacks just don't hit you for no reason, as far as I can tell. I don't really think I love that.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you know, it doesn't sound like I'm being a big weirdo about that, but like...
No, I know what you mean, though.
Alright, a little bit of bonus damage to everybody around, and then... Unfortunately, we don't have an attack that will do anything for one here. Nor can I even avoid taking damage from both of them, but... It's fine. This will be a good time for that pizza. Alright, once again, as long as we have one of them in a position where I can kick them into a wall, we can start to put together a pretty decent response out here. I probably should have done the pizza first, actually, because there's just a bunch of bar that I didn't build up. Very amateurish. Well... Free side strikes on both of these dudes means that, in fact, we can just jump over here and kick this guy off the roof. Yeah, Raphael feels like extremely powerful on maps with limited maps with like borders.
Yeah,
He'd be a lot less good where we were with Michelangelo, but even that level, due to the like level evolution thing going on, even that level did end up effectively having a fair number of borders to kick people off of.
yeah, and I think this is a good level to get us familiar with Raphael by having these kind of short, you know, giving you the opportunity to do all these kicks.
Yeah, obviously they put us to work in a spot where he is well suited for the work.
Which is good game design, good level design, and I wanna
get off of my building.
Highlight that. You know,
power bomb over here. Side strike this guy to get our AP back, and then can't really do anything interesting with this guy. I don't think I can get away from him, or I could hit him once. I'll just get away from him. We can probably just leave him behind. So... Strike. Strike. Huh. I wasn't expecting those guys to go down in one. Didn't they each have 1 or 2 HP left? Thought I was only going to be doing 1 damage per attack there. Well, I mean, alright. I was gonna double tap them both, which would have left me with one action point left because of the side strike, but turned out not to be necessary. So do that, and then kick off for the radical. Yeah, we'll just keep leading them forward. The big guys especially are not very fast, and they will absolutely get eaten by the Levolution. Sorry, the Levolution's probably trademarked or something. What's happening here is legally distinct from Levolution.
I've never heard of Levolution.
Ah, geez. Now that I've said it, I wish I could remember what game that was like a marketing gimmick for.
I am gonna look it up. It does feel like Shredder was killed in this first appearance.
Yeah, that's what I thought I remembered reading.
But Splinter stuck around.
Okay. I appreciate that these enemies do not also knock me off the roof, which it seems like they're well within their rights to do.
I am very bad at typing.
I think if we just deliver this guy back in space, that's probably enough to keep him from getting off the bridge in time.
Levolution is from Battlefield 5. I don't know what that is. Some kind of game.
It sure is some kind of game. I'm always sort of fascinated by like where exactly the gaps in your knowledge are. I hope it doesn't come across as annoying.
Doesn't.
Alright. So you need to paste those two guys, and that makes me double radical. And if you think about it, I mean, you've always known in your heart that I was.
Yeah.
But it's good to have it confirmed. So if we just cowabunga this dude right here. Oh, I had to jump the full distance. Well, that's fine. That should be okay. Okay, that got him. It did consume both charges of radical on the same attack. That's sort of what I was wondering, is if they would come off one at a time. I think we're cool to just end here. He's gonna run over, and you know, if we did actually take some damage, that would just put us in a good position for the to use the Michelangelo pizza.
I have a couple questions for you, sweetheart.
Yeah, go ahead. While I continue to kick people off a roof, definitely killing them.
First, do you want to have pizza tonight? Because like, there's all this pizza here. So you think of pizza. Secondly, do you want to try to watch the Ninja Turtles movie? Do I remember it being good? I don't know if it is.
Okay, well, yes, and yeah, probably yeah. I think it's a good call. All right, we've slain the important enemy. These guys are gonna jump up on us. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the thing where your turtle will just randomly dodge. Not that I'm trying to be like, oh, I need everything to be like ultimate hard mode all the time, but it does feel a little. I don't know. I want to have to plan for my successes.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, the thing with this kind of tactics game, or other tactics games that we played, is that there generally isn't a lot of randomness.
Yeah.
You know, like Into the Breach has like the shielding on the buildings as like a random factor, but other than that, it's all very deterministic, and that gives it its crunch.
Yeah. Oh, well, this was deeply foolish, sir. You should not have come here. So, like, a thing I like that it is doing very, very well is being, like, for a tactics game especially, extremely fast-paced. It is obvious what to do. Not that there's no decisions to be made, but like you want to move fast. The systems feel like they should move fast. I think this is maybe This is accomplishing that vibe, that like high-speed tactics vibe, more effectively than anything I've ever seen before.
Yeah.
And that's cool. That is legitimately cool.
Because, we mentioned that Metal Slug game, and, as someone who's a Metal Slug fan, I enjoyed some of it, but it was not fast-paced.
No, well, yeah, they had a whole thing set up where you, like the assist system in that game really encouraged you to make sure you were thinking through your whole turn before committing to stuff.
Yeah.
This is yeah. You could put a tight turn timer on this, and honestly, it wouldn't even really feel weird. But people would have a fit about it, so they definitely shouldn't do that. Get your scaly paws off me. Listen up, punk. You're gonna tell me who's leading the Foot Clan these days. Or I'm gonna see if ninjas can fly. Deal? Fine, I'll tell you. Her name is Oroku Karai. She is the descendant of Orokusaki, the Shredder. She will conquer your city, raise the Foot Clan to new power, and grind you turtles into thunk. Yeesh, get a guy talking and he won't shut up. So, the Foot have a new leader following in Shredder's footsteps, eh? Well, let me slip one of Donnie's trackers into this guy's belt. Let's see where this Karai is hiding. Okay, and then I imagine they're gonna wanna do like a whole level introducing us to each turtle, probably. I don't know that I necessarily need to see all that up. Like, I think I get it.
Okay, but I want to see if Donatello has like reach. He has the bow staff. I want to see if he.
Right. Yeah, and I imagine he will, right? Because this is maybe the best possible kind of like mechanical style of game to make use of that. They shut down communications for the entire city. I need to find an access point to fix this fast. Okay, so let's drop in like here. All right. Yep, basic bow staff attack. Not just reach, but also can possibly hit multiple enemies. It costs 1 and hits for 2, so that's pretty big. He's also got a stun kunai, which seems bananas. This is 5 shock fields around the targeted tile, and push each enemy 1 space. Okay, so 5 shock fields around the tile. Okay, like laid out like this. So if we do this, and then we low sweep, that's kind of fun, right?
Yeah.
And then you don't move. Maybe that'll do the thing I wanted to do. Maybe. And I just smash this guy. All right, I'm curious what will happen here. Okay, they don't take damage for being stuck in the electric fields. That's a shame. Okay, but like I said, yeah, I think we kind of get the idea here. I'm not sure that I want to play a full hour more of this just to see the other turtle loadouts. That is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tactical Takedown. It's a turn-based tactical beat 'em up. And there was a part of me that was like, okay, this is kind of a weird idea to make a Turtles tactics game. It makes way more sense in the context of like, if you're gonna make a tactical beat 'em up, which beat 'em up are you talking about? Like, I think that makes the concept a lot clearer. It's an interesting idea. I think it's a really interesting idea, and it's a cool presentation. The music is interesting. Like, I think this is neat. This is a really neat thing.
Yeah.
So that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, there's probably going to be a couple more videos over the next couple days, because like there's so many cool demos. We definitely have not gotten to everything on our shortlist yet. So yeah, when you come back next time, more cool stuff, weird cool stuff, and we'll see you then.